Alright, here we are in the last Swiss pairings of round 1 for the friendly. This video featuring Bandit's Dark Poison Abomination versus Lily's Normal Water Squad and Ryon's Ghost Poison team into Gakko's Dragons and Ghosts. Starting off with Bandit and Lily. As I mentioned, Bandit's got a bit of a troll team here, but that doesn't mean it can't take wins. It will be tanky as all hell, but still has some strong attackers in Galarian Moltres, Galarian Slowking, and Zoroark, this being the normal Zoroark and not the one that we saw in Ariachiba's team. Let's see if Lily's normal team, supported by Snuggles the Kingler, can take down Bandit's squad. Alright, and here we go. Lily sending out Wigglybutt into Ting-Lu. The immediate Toxic on Ting-Lu is going to be helpful. Spikes go down. Stealth Rocks on both sides go down as both players get the setup going. Ting-Lu going to rest away the Toxic. A little bit early, but Toxic is something you want to get rid of. Papa Berry gets knocked off by Wigglytuff. Wigglybutt the Wigglytuff. More knockoffs, just getting some damage down, but this isn't something that's ever going to really be meaningful here. Second layer of spikes goes down. Third layer of spikes goes down, so that's all of those that can be done. Stealth Rock no longer effective. Ting-Lu basically at this point has done more or less all it can. It doesn't have any attacking moves, just some spikes, some Stealth Rocks, some healing. Just taking some damage from Hurricane, wasting power points. That's really Bandit's sort of team identity, is wasting the time of their opponent. Hurricane's gonna hit the Ting-Lu again. Ting-Lu choosing not to rest for some reason. That's an odd choice. Could have kept itself healthy, but Hurricane will finish it off, and now Galarian Slowking in. Blizzard going to land, despite there being no snow up, so that's going to kill the flying type of Pidgeot. Burb. King Dorito in with a drill run on Toxapex. That's going to be super effective. Decides better of continuing with that strategy. Spikes and stones doing some damage on the switch. As Rat comes in, it's a body slam, but no paralysis, and as we've seen Toxapex before, recovers back up. Toxapex just going to be able to keep doing this for quite a while. Misses a body slam because it is Hustle, but also carries Blunder Policy, so going to boost its speed. Body slam lands again. No luck for the paralysis so far. Toxic spikes added to the field. 2 layers going to mean that anything that comes in that is landbound and not wearing boots going to be toxic poisoned. Paralysis does finally land. Wild Charge. That move does a little bit of recoil damage to Rat. Toxapex healing up. Stomping Tantrum brings it to 1%. Paralysis fully parried, but gonna swap out for the Regenerator. Another Body Slam. This one brings Clodsire to half, but Hustle gets the better of Raticate once again, meaning that it misses. Hustle has a miss chance, but also boosts physical attacks. Gunk Shot finishes off King Dorito, and the Machine has arrived and is poisoned badly. Ice Beam deals quite a bit to Clodsire, but Clodsire heals up. The toxic poison just doing its work as Ice Beam slowly chips away, and Gunk Shot finishes off the Porygon. Clodsire, the one of the tanks that actually has an attacking move. Snuggles is in, also badly poisoned, and Toxapex gonna get punched in the mouth. No Black Sludge anymore. And slower than the Kingler, Snuggles takes another kill. 3-2 in terms of kills. Critical hit from the Galarian Moltres kills off Snuggles, bringing Wigglybutt back in. What will happen here? Slowking Galar comes in. It is immune to Toxic as it is poison typed. Wigglybutt takes some damage. Knocks off the leftovers, so that's going to reduce the healing, but Galarian Slowking heals up with Slack Off. Now that there's no item, Knockoff deals a little bit less damage. And it looks like the War of Attrition is on Bandit's side at the moment, with more Slack Offs to keep Slowking healthy. Wigglybutt succumbs to the poison, and Rat Takes damage from the stealth rocks, from the spikes, and the poison spikes. Going electric type, body slams down the Clodsire, but the Toxic's gonna chip away. There's just not enough time and no healing on Rat. So Bandit, with Galarian Moltres taking the final kill, will get a win 6-3 over Lily. And here we have the final match of the first round of Swiss pairings. We are going to see Ryon's Ghosts and Poison take on Gakko's Dragon and Ghost team. Ghost obviously super effective into one another. Both sides have that option. Poison gonna be completely ineffective into Archaludon, the steel type over there, so that's one element in Gakko's favor. Otherwise, I think this is anyone's game. I think it depends on how the swaps are played out and how the match is played out, so couldn't really call it either way. I'm a big fan of Okidogi, personally. I think it's a really cool Pokemon, and excited to see how it does. Both of these teams are honestly really cool, so let's see how these competitors do battle in our final match of the first round of Swiss. Gakko sends out Archaludon as Ryon swaps out his Sableye. Archaludon boosts its defense with Iron Defense, and Gengar misses a Focus Blast, all too common, pays for it with a Draco Meteor, killing it. Archaludon now at half, special attack, swaps it out. Pecharunt hits the Garchomp, and a super effective Earthquake brings it below half. Malignant Chain hits Toxic Poison, and then Pecharunt's special ability confuses the Garchomp with Poison Puppeteer. Swaps to Overquill. Overquill gonna take the Earthquake. Not great, but reasonably well. Barb Barrage, Archaludon being a Steel type, completely immune to that from Overquill, and another Draco Meteor picks up a second kill. Once again, Archaludon swaps out, removing the debuff on its special attack. Hydreigon swaps in on the Pecharunt, takes it down with a Fire Blast. That won't be as effective on Ceruledge, who's going to use Poltergeist to bonk the Dragonite with its Damp Rock. Does it again, now that the multi-scale ability is broken, but Waterfall, though being super effective, not quite gonna kill. Poltergeist misses on Hydreigon. Shadow Sneak because Ryon knows the Ceruledge going to die there, and it does indeed with Hydreigon. Okidogi comes in, lands a Drain Punch on the Garchomp, gets a little bit of rough skin, and loses some HP to its Life Orb. Iron Defense predicting another physical attack from the Okidogi. Drain Punch does indeed land, boosting its Archaludon's defense even further thanks to stamina. Draco Meteor not gonna kill the Okidogi, who's going to Drain Punch once more, healing up a little bit, but adding even more defense to Archaludon. Archaludon gonna stay in this time, it looks like, but missing a Draco Meteor on the incoming Sableye. Archaludon preparing for an Electro Shot, gaining some special attack. Knocking off the item is Sableye, and Ryon sacrificing Okidogi to keep his signature unit alive. Sableye comes in, Will-O-Wisp burning the Archaludon, hoping perhaps to outlast the Archaludon. Shadow Sneak for some quick damage, but stamina again going to trigger. Archaludon's defense at 4 times natural. Can't get any higher, and Sableye does eventually fall to the Draco Meteor. Archaludon and Hydreigon combining for the primary damage of Gakko's team here, as Gakko picks up a win 6-1 over Ryon in our final battle of the first round of Swiss pairings. And that will bring us to the round 2 Swiss pairings, starting off with Low-Key versus Artemis. Virtual Adept versus Flareolin, Griff versus Dutch, Wrench versus Callisti, Bandit versus Trev, Gakko versus Juice, Raptor versus Liquid Courage, Faded Oasis versus Vercingetorix, Sage versus Puniday, Ariachiba versus Lily, and Ryon versus Zadara. Take heart, all those of you who lost during your round 1 match. There's still plenty of tournament left to go. Just need to turn things around in round 2, and you should have plenty of opportunity to still pass into the Elite 8. Good luck to everyone. and get ready for round 2.